Do you need to smush over it all?
Cat.
Hey, Catherine. How are ya? I never know which way to go.
Well, yeah. I'm looking there. You can
I'm looking the other way. We're still trying to figure this out, people. So that's why we've got the live broadcast. We'll start soon up there. We don't know what the heck we're doing. Excuse me.
Can you hear us? Actually, it's a very good question.
Yeah, we always have to ask that. Catherine, you're here. Can you hear us? Maybe people don't want to hear us.
Nancy might be there still.
Yeah. It's always that wait period. Like, does anybody hear us?
Yes, they can.
Yay! Thank you. Awesome. Catherine, you taught me a new word the other day. What was the word you used for gift? What did I say it was?
I have no idea.
I can't remember. I actually had to look it up. I was like, cool. That's a new word that I had never heard.
Yeah, you were telling us about it.
What was it?
Maybe it started with a P?
No. She might say something. All right. I think we can take our little thing up there.
Okay.
I can't see across this thing here, but there we go. Yeah, this is there.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. You thought that might be a new word? Yeah, it was, Catherine. Well, hi, everybody. Kelly and
Savannah.
Yeah, we're here. Sorry, my mic or my thing's in the way. We're trying to figure out a better way. You know what? I bet you if we actually put that higher, but then
people are gonna be looking down.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Get rid of our chins though.
Yeah. See, I can't read any of the comments though. If I go this way, I can read them, but I can't read them. It's a good thing I like my daughter-in-law, right?
All right. Pretend you do.
Yeah. Oh, we got lots of people hopping on. So. Yeah. All right. Well, we have an action-packed video today, or live, or whatever we're going to call this, because yesterday, when was it? On Monday. Savannah said, let's talk about what we're going to do on Wednesday, but we were so slammed with orders that I didn't have time. And so yesterday I was flying by the seat of my pants trying to come up with some stuff, and I was getting a little frustrated. And then it just kind of all came into place. And I have a project that you guys are going to, I have two projects today. We have some new beads, but I have two projects, but one's going to make you pee yourself. Like, it's that good.
They're so cute.
Yeah,
both of them are.
It's the last one, so make sure you hang around for the end. And if you can't hang around for the end, make sure that you go back and rewatch till the end, because I swear to God, it is one of the best projects I've ever done. Really, it is so cute. Like, it was designed by Lori yesterday, and I just kind of made it more Kelly-ish. Lori sort of like, threw it together, and I was like, good idea, but let's refine that a little bit. And it is so freaking cute. I literally could pee myself.
My daughter is very jealous that Nanny hasn't given it to her yet.
Yeah, she's like, this morning she was, we were FaceTiming her last night. And she's like, do I get that, Nanny? I'm like, no.
No, this is mine. We hang up and she's all grumpy. She's like, no, you should give that to me.
So we got lots of things going on, so we don't want to keep you guys here all day. So we will probably just launch in, but I just want to say hi to some people. So
everyone loves your hair today.
Oh, thank you. I tucked it behind my ears because I don't know. I think it looks better today.
I love it.
It's like there's a lot of hair here, and I don't like it like that. So I think
Nancy likes my hair too. Like a mop today. I don't know what's going on here.
It's really gray now.
Thanks.
Oh, Annie, I'll take that. It makes me look younger. Okay, can we get rid of about 12 chins too? And the wrinkles and all the, things. Anyways, I'm looking around the corner because I'm trying to actually see the comments, but whatever, if Savannah can relay to me. Okay, so we got a big shipment in yesterday or the other night. On Monday night, but we just finally got to some of it yesterday. So the things that we're going to show you today are mostly new. There's a couple restocks. And I think most of what we have here today have new lower prices. And if you're looking to find what is considered the new lower prices, just go to our website at www.kellysbeadboutique. Oh, it's on the ticker thing there. .com. And there's actually under the what's new, there's a what's new lower prices, and it'll show you anything that we've marked down, because I'm doing my best as things come in. I can't do the old stuff because it's, sometimes it's been sitting around and I might have paid more for it, but I'm working hard with my vendors to try and get better pricing. So we've got a bunch of new beads to show you, and then I'm going to show you the 2 really cute projects. So, all right, so Savvy Pants here is going to do her best impression of somebody who knows what they're doing.
Enjoy the ride.
So we're going to put the camera down. Oh, we'll move these, and then
Yes.
she's going to show you some of the new beads, and I'll probably help her a little bit with some ad-libbing.
Well, I was thinking I was going to start with the restocks, so then we'll save the best for last.
Oh, okay. All
of
right.
the
That
beads.
sounds good.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have the 4mm Chinese crystal, and this is the gray green. I don't see much green. Do you see a lot of green in this one?
Well, sometimes when it comes, like every time it comes a little bit different color, but I do see green in it.
Yeah, a little bit of an undertone, a
little
light
bit.
green.
But it's got that
It's very nice.
AB. We're trying to get under the camera here. It's got that AB finish on it.
What does that stand for again?
Aurora Borealis.
Right.
Yeah, she thought it was antique bronze, but I'm like, nope.
Still learning.
So what's the code on that one?
Code on that one is ABB946, and they are for $4.99. But then you get 50% off that, correct?
Yeah, you do. They're automatically 50% off
$2.50
on the website. So
send.
those are a
That's
really
great.
good deal. And they're nice because these are a perfect round. They're a faceted round bead, but they're really nice for spacers or for, I use those little things for a lot. I love that bead.
So
The
much
price is
sparkle.
right. Yeah.
A lot of sparkle.
So that's the first one. So that's a restock.
Yes. This is also a restock. This one goes fast.
Yeah.
Everyone loves this. It's like Tiffany blue.
Yeah, it's Tiffany blue with
Yeah.
an undertone of green on it.
Yeah.
It's just fabulous.
It's called green turquoise.
Yeah, there you go.
Good description there. We have a lot of these, but like I said, they will go smoking fast, these ones.
They always
They're
do.
very popular. The code on this is ABC713.
And they're $4.99 also.
Yeah.
They used to be $6.99, but I recently lowered the price on those. So
That's nice.
trying to give you better value.
Okay, now we're gonna jump into
these are restocks.
Oh, we're not jumping in yet. Okay.
Whoops.
These are the polymer clay.
I'll hold them
Thank
for
you. We just dropped.
She's trying to juggle some beads there.
Yes. So these are the polymer clay ones. I love these ones because they're bright, and I love anything bright.
And they're just like a little disc bead. So this
Yeah.
we used in the Claire bracelet, but they're just fun and colorful, and kids always like them, and the price is right. And I just lowered the price down to $3.99 from. Does it have what the original price was?
I don't have the original price, but I think it was like $7.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was like $7.99.
Something like that. So we lowered the price, and so you would get 50% off on those too.
$2.
So it's a pretty for $2. You get a big strand of polymer clay, and they're
That's
like a 16 or 18-inch strand. So
a good way to get a break from your kids, if you have kids or grandkids.
And these actually have a fairly good size hole, so you might be able to get 0.5 leather, which we don't carry, but you could maybe play around with them. So they're fun. They're a great little economical bead that kids really like, and well, even grown-ups like.
I love them too, and I'm a grown-up, kind of a grown-up.
You're kind of.
I'm mostly. Okay, Kelly told me some interesting information about these ones. So these are dyed. But how do you dye them again?
Well, generally.
And what does it mean?
Well, it just means that when they got this agate from the ground, because they're real stones, it probably wasn't quite the color that they wanted. So they just add some color enhancing to it. And then what they usually do is color treat it and heat treat it. So they're adding a little bit of color. So they've probably made the blues a bit more vivid and the browns a bit more vivid by heat treating. And I never actually know stone by stone what actually they're doing. But what I did do on the listing is I do put dyed, because I would say 98% of our stones aren't dyed, but anything that is dyed, I mean, obviously magnesite is dyed, but so I don't put that down. But on something like this, like a natural stone, if it's dyed, and I know that it is, I will tell you. But these are so popular. They sell out all the time, but I have this sweet customer that begged me to bring them back in because I had discontinued them. I wasn't going to carry them anymore because they are dyed, and I try to carry as natural product as I can. But look at how stunningly gorgeous they are. They're really beautiful, and they're 8mm and they're faceted. We don't carry a lot of faceted stones. Well, I'm going to start to carry.
I wish you did.
We're going to carry more because I'm getting more requests. But I was able to lower the price. So the code on this is
ABB736.
And these used to be $17.99, and now they're only $12.99. So for $6.50, you would get a really beautiful stone. So
These will come home with me today.
oh, really? You can't.
I have a blue piece that I'm working on, and I wanted a couple sparkly ones. I feel like these have a good sparkle to them.
Yeah, they really are beautiful. They're just, they are dyed. So I just like to tell
Yeah.
people when they are, but they are very pretty. So
I like that you can hand pick through them as well, though. Like if you're working on a project that needs browns or blues or grays or whites, you can really just go through each strand and pick out what you need. Okay. Coming up next is the new stuff. This is exciting. Okay, so we have the half purple plated turquoise green Chinese crystals. I told Kelly these would make cute mermaid bracelets. Yeah, Kelly said she doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, because I'm just not into the whole mermaid stuff, right? But
I have a child who's 5 and anything
lives for that.
girly and mythical she loves. Yeah. So these also may have to come home.
But they're really pretty because they're half purple plated, so that the base color is turquoise, but then they put the half purple coating on there, so it gives a little bit of contrast and something unique and really sparkly and pretty. And these are a 6x8 Chinese glass, Chinese crystal rondelle, and
there's 72 beads per strand.
Yeah, approximately.
Yeah, approximately. These Kelly used to have them for $7.99. She's dropped it down to $5.99 plus 50% off. The code is BBB436.
Those ones are so pretty. Savannah just did a bunch of TikToks and Instagram reels with a bunch of these crystals, and they're so beautiful in the light. Like we've got sort of a you can't really tell in here, but when you hold these out with the natural light, they are so pretty.
Yeah, I was getting like sunbeams.
Yeah,
in the
so
videos.
Nice. Yeah, really pretty. So
Barb does have a question here. So she's asking, if they're dyed, does that mean the color will run when wet?
That's a really good question, Barb. Generally not with my beads. The ones that I just showed you with Savannah, they may, but I mean, you shouldn't wear them in the water anyway, but I've never had a single person ever tell me that they do. I only had one bead ever run that I bought, and it was coral, because it was water dyed and not oil dyed, or vice versa. I can't remember, because there's one that you should have and one you shouldn't have. So I try not to buy dyed beads, because I am aware of that. So when you see those agates that are really vibrant purples and really vibrant blues, those ones are likely going to run, and they're going to fade under the sun, and they're just not really great quality. I too have carried them, but I learned the hard way that they're really not worth it, because they just color over time. So these ones probably won't, but I have to use the word probably, because I'm not sure. It really depends on how people use them, right? So yeah,
it's good to know. Okay, jumping on to purple. If you guys have been watching for the past few weeks, you know I love purple. Everything purple. And these are called Indigo AB Faceted Chinese Crystals. These ones look a lot longer. They are approximately the same amount of beads. They're just not looped.
Those are nice because they've got like that gold plating on there.
Yeah,
which is really
the
nice.
antique-y look.
Yeah, so
which
pretty.
is nice. They are a little bit lighter than what they're showing on camera too. I will add that, at least from our end.
Yeah, the pictures are. Tessa took some pictures of them yesterday, and again, they're so much better in the pictures, because we never know what your cameras or our camera is picking up. So
yeah,
your monitor or whatever.
Yeah,
but they are pretty.
The code for this is BBB437, and these are 6x8 millimeters as well.
And they're also $5.99. All these ones that she's going to show you are $5.99, and then you get 50% off.
Yeah.
How do you buy, Mira? You just go to my website, which is on the little tape on the bottom. You can see it going by. And you just punch in the code that Savannah is reading out, and you can buy them there. Or you can go into the What's New section, and it will show you these crystals. So
how long is the strand of the last one, of the purple ones? They're all approximately 72 beads.
Yeah, they're somewhere about 16 inches long, maybe a little longer. It just depends, because when you get them from the factories, it depends on who's making them that day, I think, because sometimes they're in a circle and sometimes they're longer, but generally there's around 72 beads on the 6x8s.
So we have the half rainbow red faceted Chinese crystals here.
Those are pretty.
This is like Christmas in my
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
A little bit of gold, a little
So
bit of
nice.
purple,
So pretty.
some red. Yeah, those ones are very nice. And the code for these are BBB438. And again, $5.99 with 50% off.
Yeah, I love that red. That's really nice. Reds are a tough one because I don't always like the color of red, but
No, that was a nice red. It was
Yeah.
very true. It wasn't too orange.
keep them long. They look better when
Keep them long.
Yeah, because when they're mounted, you can't get the light through it.
Very hard to grab long.
Yeah, I know. But the light, like
Yeah.
it just was getting kind of bunched up. So
Okay.
because these ones are pretty
Still
spectacular.
learning. Yes. Staying on trend with Christmas. These are all mumbled.
Yeah, they are kind of a mess, but whatever.
Yes. These are the half gold green faceted Chinese crystals. The code is BBB439 for these ones. So they are the green on one side, the gold on the other. Very nice.
Yeah, very Christmassy, but you know, you can use them for any time. Those would look really good in a stretchy bracelet.
Yes.
Yeah, I do too, Kathy. I'm kind of like a crow or whatever. I like my sparkles. Yes. Thanks, Pat. Nice to see you too. Thanks for joining us today. So make sure you stick around, guys, because I've got two really great projects today. One I just kind of threw together, and the second one is literally like my best ever, I think. It's so cute.
Okay, back with the purple. Bit of blue and gold in this one. This is the multicolor plated indigo. And I love these. They have purple, they have blue, they have gold.
Yeah, those are really pretty. That was one
Yeah.
of the ones under the light, I think would be, you know, or in the natural light would be spectacular. So pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really can see through them.
Yeah.
Which is so nice. Only on one side though.
Yeah, because the plating kind of covers it, but that's what makes it so sparkly
Yeah.
and pretty.
Yeah, lots of sparkles. So the code for this is BBB440.
And those again are only $5.99 and 50% off.
Yeah.
No, you don't need a coupon code, Terry. These are anytime you buy any of our semi-precious, freshwater pearls, wood, Ghana glass, or Chinese crystal, you just throw them in your cart and it will automatically give you 50% off without any code. I changed it so that it was easier. So there you go. You just I wish I could do it the other way where we just naturally have them, but you know that ship sailed a long time ago because my website's so old now. So hey Becky, so nice to see you here. Thank you so much for all your orders and all your support all the time.
Okay, we have the half rainbow greens here. It's very similar to the green and gold, except this one has the blue with purple, a little bit of gold.
Yeah, that one's really pretty.
Yeah, very Christmassy. Yeah. I'm Christmas obsessed. When you have a 5-year-old, you kind of become Christmas obsessed.
Much to my son's chagrin, he won't let her put up her tree yet. So.
Well, we get a live one; it would die.
Yeah. We're just reading some of the comments. Oh, you need a split screen so you can be buying and you can always go back and look at them. Yeah. We have lots of stock because these are all brand new. So there's at least 10 of each of these, but they'll be gone fast. Yeah. You know, I always like to see which ones people like, and then I'll get them in again for the second time. Yeah. You're welcome, Becky. We appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah. So here, more green again. These ones are a little bit different though.
Yeah, that is a really different color of green. What is that one called?
These are the plated olive drab.
Olive drab. Oh yeah, but it's like it's a half plating, so it's not they're not as sparkly. I mean, they're sparkly, but it's a really different kind of green.
Is it half plating though? I don't.
Yeah, isn't that what it said on the
thing there? No, it's not half plated.
It's just multicolor.
No. It's right here.
Okay.
Kelly can't read my.
Yeah, writing. I don't have my glasses on.
How long a strand was the dyed agate?
About 16 inches. It'll say if you go to the website, it will tell you in the description box. You just go down below the picture and there's a description box and it'll tell you generally how long they are and how many beads are in the strand.
Now these on our end are showing up more blue. They are definitely green in person.
You got to see them on the picture in the website. They're just fantastic.
The code, Terry, for the previous green was BBB441. And then green with red.
Green with red. We didn't have green with red.
No.
Maybe that was the one that she was asking about, because the previous one,
Yeah. Okay, so these ones, the code is BBB443.
We're trying to break bad habits.
I say these ones, and it's not grammatically correct.
Yeah. Grammatically correct.
Whatever. I give up. I'm done today. I quit.
Oh, really? You can change your picture quality? Oh, cool. That's good. So I'm pretty sure those come up nicely then.
Yes.
Oops.
These
she's dropping them on here. You want to pick up the ones you dropped? Because there's only 5 strands, so we'll just hold on to this for a sec. Because these she's obsessed with.
And
I'll even let you say these ones on this.
I went and played outside.
Yeah, she did a couple really cool TikToks
strands.
with these strands. There you go.
These are a little bit different. Kelly calls these a wheel, but they are
well, they call them a rondelle, but I call them a wheel because they're flat, where the other rondelles that we were just showing you have a bit more of a ridge to them. These are definitely, I don't know if you can put.
So they're still in the same family.
They're like a bit flatter. So these are really interesting shape. I love them. And they're a 5x8.
I have never seen something sparkle in the sun so much.
Yeah, they're just beautiful.
I was telling Kelly that these would be great in sun catchers.
Yeah, totally.
Pretty much anything.
Yeah,
they would be great.
This is a really long strand. This one was a bit longer. It's like 17 inches. It's kind of hard to get way across there. So it's a lot more. This one is $12.99 because of the cut. And then you get like a little spacer bead, but there's the strand like that. So those are very, very pretty. Yes. And they're like blues and greens and purples and
yellows.
Just a clear crystal on there. So
it's like a kaleidoscope almost when you look at them.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah. So the price of these are $12.99 because they are a longer strand, but you do get the 50% off that. Mm-hmm. So you will only pay $6.50.
What's the code on that one?
The code on this is BBB442. I told Kelly that we shouldn't show these because I will buy them all. But she said I'm not allowed. So you're welcome, guys.
Oh, there you go, Pat. We try. I'm kind of the the grammar police. It's my biggest pet peeve when I hear videos and people are saying things that sound completely wrong. It makes me nuts. So and somebody did lovingly point that out one time that she said these ones.
And now it's all I think about.
Yeah. And every time she says it, she looks at me.
And I shake my head because I just know Kelly's.
Uh-oh. Watch out. Catherine's going to throw down an arm wrestle you for those.
Oh, I'll win. I'll win.
I think Catherine's pretty scrappy.
It's on, Catherine.
All right. I'm going to scoot over. And Savannah's just going to man the comments here because sometimes they can get a little cuckoo. So, all right. Well, so just, before I do anything else, if you haven't watched my video from Monday, I did my, what did I call it?
Revive and
revise and or remake and I don't know.
Remaking stuff.
Does somebody remember what I called it? Remake and something or other. I can't remember. Belinda wanted to correct you. Thank you, Belinda, for being nice. Anyway, so somebody lovingly gave me a new name for this series where I'm taking old ones that I have done before and coming up with new colors. And boy, everybody seems to love these new colors. So there's another third one too that's like a pretty pink. But these are two of the new check glass bracelet kits that I came up with, and everyone's loving the clasp that I used on that. So those are available right now, and that's the beautiful purple, this great Picasso, and this is the sea green Picasso. So loving those ones. So make sure if you haven't watched that video that you hop on over there and watch that. All right, so let's hope I can do this because I've only made one of these, and it was kind of, by the seat of my pants. So I have 2 projects today, but this is going to be the one that I think should be easiest. I hope. You know, you never quite know what's going to happen, but I kind of got brave.
Is this the one that will be in a kit?
Yes, this one is going to be in a kit. The other one will not be a kit, but I'm going to list out all the parts. So if you want to make your own, because I know you're going to want to make the next one. I just know it. So I didn't have time to make all the kits. So I just didn't do that this time. But on this one, there will be a kit. And of course, we're heading into the holiday season. So I thought I better come up with some new holiday stuff. You know, with the year that I've had, which has quite frankly been just
chaos.
It's been a year. There's been between, you know, health and injuries and moving and, you know, economy and everything else. It has been a year. And I didn't really have my act together for the whole holiday season. And usually I put out a whole pile of really cute Christmas earring kits and things like that. And I just didn't this year because I haven't had time. So this is going to be my best attempt at doing something in the sort of Christmas vein. So I'm going to just have my little piece of paper here so that I remember what in the heck I did.
Should you show everyone what you're making?
No.
Oh, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise. So I'm making a pair of earrings, but I have one here that I've made already because, you know, I kind of had to cheat. So what I'm using today is some 24 gauge dead soft craft wire. And I have 3 different colors of course, Christmas colors of the, these are, what are they, 11 aughts, Mayuki seed beads. So I have our red, our gold, and our green. And then I have some of these, they're about a 15 by 10 teardrop, and that's a gold, that's not gold, that's green. And then I have a little bead cap, and I have a little, this is called Crystal Aurum. It's a beautiful gold, Preciosa crystal. I have a little crystal spacer, and these are just one of the little 5mm ones. And then I have a head pin and I have an ear wire. Now, of course, when you get your kit, you will get double of what you see here. I just didn't want to put double down. So there you go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is grab myself about 12 inches of wire. And I'm not measuring. I'm just going to, you know, wing it. So, and also for our tools, we're going to use our 4 basic tools. We're going to use our chain nose pliers, our round chain nose, our bent chain nose, and our cutters. So I'm going to cut myself some wire. So you'd get 24 inches. Now I believe this kit is only $7.99. I don't have a picture up there yet. So if you go and, sorry, I'm just trying to find a place to put things. If you go and try and find this on there, there's no picture. I just have the kit up there. So it will say something like Christmas tree earrings.
We'll get a picture up there.
Yeah. So what am I doing? Okay, I have to figure out how to make these again. Because what did I do? Okay, so we have our little bead cap, and we're going to put that on our head pin, and that is going to mimic the Christmas tree stand. Wasn't that brilliant? And I'm so proud of myself today. And then we've got our Christmas tree. So, and it's green, just like, you know, it should be. And then every little Christmas tree needs a bit of bling. And then every Christmas tree needs a little gold star. So that's what we have so far. This one's looking a little crooked, but we'll make them work. Okay, so I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and put that at the top, and I need a little bit of a neck on this one. So I'm just going to take my wire and bend away, and I am going to go with my round nose pliers. It doesn't really matter how big of a loop you make. I'm just going to go up and over and down, rotate my pliers, and then bring that tail to the back. Now we are working with a crystal, so you have to be careful. These head pins are fairly heavy gauge, so I'm only going to wrap that twice, and then I'm going to trim that off. I don't really care if it's perfect, because what I care about is not cracking that crystal. So I'm going to come in here as close as I can. And if you are not the kind of person that can, you know, do things without cracking, then I would not even worry about pushing this burr down, because we don't want to crack that at all. Okay, so that's what I've got happening. That is not just the earring, because that would be really boring, but that's what we've got happening so far, just our little Christmas tree. Okay, I just need a drink of water. It doesn't matter how much water I drink right now. It's so dry out, I cannot quench my thirst.
Last week we had very, very cold weather, And this week it's cold, but the sun is still warm, which is really nice. But it's dry and blue skies and beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take my 24 gauge wire, and I'm just going to put a little tiny bit under my thumb. Now I've sort of figured out which is my back and my front. My back looks like the back end to me there, and that looks like the front. So I want to start on the front, and I'm just going to put a little bit under my thumb so I've got something to hold on to. And I'm just going to wrap that around, like just enough to secure it. And we'll come back and fix that after. Okay, so now I'm going to put on a pattern, and hopefully Savannah will talk through part of this after I tell you what I'm going to do. And I should have done them in a different series because I should have put this first so I don't have to remember, because I actually did a pattern and I would like my two earrings to match. I guess they don't have to. And if you're making this kit, you can do whatever you want with your colors. But my pattern was one gold and nothing worse than these small beads with somebody that can't see. One gold, one red, and then one green. And just repeat. So I'm just putting those on. Sorry, my camera is so off. It's so weird today. So there, we've just got 3 in a row, and I'm going to just continue to put those on for a few minutes here. So see what Savannah can talk about while I do this.
Well,
maybe you can tell them about our TikTok page or our Instagram page or something.
So Kelly has asked me to help with her Instagram and TikTok because she doesn't know how to do the reels. Well, you could learn. You're very good at learning.
Yeah, I don't want to because I have too many things that I have to do, and I need the youngins are good at this stuff, right?
I love doing it. I love going through all the sounds and everything. So anyways, check us out on Kelly's Instagram as well as TikTok. If you have it, you can download those in the App Store.
She was playing before and she found out that you could add sounds.
We had like doorbells and goats and all these different sounds in the videos, and we were laughing really hard.
But there was one that was really good. Are you going to tell them what it was?
It was a fart.
And it literally sounds like a big old nasty fart. Yeah. And well, both of us started laughing. And when you get those giggles that like you just can't stop? Well, that's what we got. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're acting like 12-year-old boys because we were laughing so hard over a fart noise.
Yeah.
And she wants to put that in a video. So if you ever see one of our videos and there's a big old toot in there, it's because Savannah was being a 12-year-old boy.
Well, I said to Kelly, because we haven't had many views on the videos, I said, I bet people don't even watch these. I'm going to slip one in and see if anyone notices. I didn't, because I would like to keep my job and have a good relationship with my mother-in-law, but
hey, I like to have fun. I'm all for that. Okay, so you can see that I'm just putting a bunch of beads on, and I'm going to sort of test it out and see how many I need, but I know I need more than that. So I'm going to put a few more on. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, things have changed so much since I started doing this way back in the horse and buggy days. I didn't even, well, I had a website when I had my jewelry business, but it was, fairly easy. It was just, point and click and fill it in, and it wasn't a big deal, where now everything's got to have like
there's an algorithm for everything, and it changes every minute, and it's frustrating for sure.
All this new stuff that comes along that we're supposed to instantly know how to do, and I'm pretty good, but I think it's just now come to that point where there's too many things. Like, okay, it's one thing, I've got to do a website, and then I got to figure out how to do Facebook Lives, and I got to do YouTube, and now we're using StreamYard, and then we got to do Instagram. And then we got to do reels on Instagram, and then
as soon as you figure it out, they change it.
Yeah, and yeah, they're always, and you got to film them in all different fashions. Drives me bonkers. So, yeah, so you can't figure what TikTok's all about. Catherine, is basically just a way to waste your time. There's lots of cool stuff on there.
Or to find things that you don't need but you buy anyways.
Yeah, like there's some good stuff on there, but
my daughter loves going on there and watching cookie decorating videos.
Oh, fun.
It's her favorite.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and make these sort of match my first one, but you know what? What do they say? Earrings can be sisters, not twins. So if they're not exactly the same, I'm not going to cry over it. But basically what I'm doing is these are going to be my Christmas lights. So I'm going to wrap that around there, And then I'm going to go around there. And then I'm going to bring it around the bottom. And I think I need to put just a few more on there. And then I'll show you how I finish that up. So, I mean, it couldn't get any easier, but I'm just going to put 2 more passes. So I just did, you know, the gold and then a red and a green, because those are kind of, you know, old school Christmas color light. Old school Christmas light colors.
Yes.
I can speak English, honestly, I can. So you can see I kind of went around like a you know, tree would be. And now I'm going to, that's probably too many. I'm going to take off a couple. I don't want to you know, sort of cram them in there. So I just need to make a little space there. I'm going to pull this up a bit. You know, some of these little sort of more fun ones, you kind of have to MacGyver them a little bit. So then I'm just going to wrap this around the base, and I just sort of tuck it in, and then I'm going to get it in there so it's nice and tight. And then I'm just going to trim. And, you know, it's going to hold in there because it's not really going anywhere. It's not like these earrings are going to take a lot of abuse. And then what I did was I just kind of pushed that down with my thumbnail because I don't want to crack the beads. And then we're just going to sort of position this. Whoops, there we go. Push that around. And then, so, and then you can kind of move it wherever you want. It's just supposed to look like a Christmas tree. That one's a sort of a crooked Christmas tree. Now this bit of wire that we had at the beginning, I'm just going to sort of pull that back and trim that off. And that was just the beginning part of the sort of Christmas lights. And there's a little bit sticking out there.
Debbie's wondering what size seed beads these are.
These are 11-aught. These are my Yuki seed beads. So, all right, so now I just need to, I need a little, can I give you these? How can I give these to you? I need to get rid of them on here.
Put them in the bowl.
Oh gosh.
Not just everywhere.
All right.
Kelly's making a mess here.
I don't want to mix the colors because then we'll have to pick them out.
I will do that for you.
Yeah, here you can do that. Sorry, I need to show everybody, but I didn't plan this very well. Oh, some days. These are really cute, but you know, I need to get this stuff out of the way. So, all right. Sorry, being live is completely different than doing anything else, I swear. Okay, I will show you these, what they look like. So these are little Christmas trees that I think are just adorable. Now my prototype maybe turned out a little bit better, but you know what? I think they look pretty much identical, actually. So, you know, just my version of a little Christmas tree. I don't know why this one's kind of, it looks like a drunk Christmas tree. He's a little bit wobbly, but you know, that's
Charlie Brown.
That's what happens when you're live. So I'll pop that in my hand so you can see a little better. So those ones are available with a kit. Let's see if I can.
Those ones.
Those ones? Did I say those ones?
Yes, you did.
But those ones are okay. It's these ones that aren't. Those ones.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who's my grammar person that can tell me? Those ones? These guys. These things. This one. It's got such a weird angle on here. I can't. That now I can finally get you guys to see it. Does that look better? So there we go. There is the new earring kit. So these are just under the Christmas kits, and they're only $7.99, so they're pretty affordable. And you really can't make a mistake on them because you just make them however you want. So.
Catherine said, "Too many rum and Coke Christmas trees."
Yeah, maybe. I haven't had a drink of rum in a week now, or any Diet Pepsi. I'm trying to get off the hooch. So, you know, sometimes I just go through this phase where I just think, okay, I think I've had enough rum for the rest of my life. So there's the first little project I have for you today. So available in kit form. All right. So I'm going to have a drink of my water, and I'm just seeing. Maybe if you can see me or not, since it's a live chat. See my fingers out of my face. What? I don't know what that means. I know we're trying to read the comments, but you know, sometimes reading comments on here is
confusing.
Yeah.
We are a little bit lagged.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay, so we never quite know. So, all right. So now for the ones that I think you're really going to love. At least I hope you do. And I hope I can make them okay today because there was, you know, frustration yesterday making them because they're a little, they're not hard at all. It's just me. I was tired. I had made too many things yesterday and I was exhausted. and I didn't want to make any more. And so let's see, I need 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I need one extra one. So I will, at the end of this, I will give you all of the codes of everything that I'm using, because this one is not a kit, but I will tell you everything that I've used at the end. Okay, I'll make sure that I give you all the codes so that if you don't have them, you can pick them up, or you might have them in your stash. So okay, so I'm just going to kind of get this all situated so that you can see what I'm doing. And maybe Savannah can answer any questions if there's any while I'm getting this organized.
No, but Annie loves that MacGyver is being used as a verb.
Yeah. I always MacGyver everything, especially when you're beading. You have to MacGyver things. Okay. Now, what did I do? Where did I use that? Oh, I guess I used him at the top. I honestly don't even remember doing these. I was so frustrated yesterday when I made them that I could have cried. All right. So look at the new part that we got in. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? The little reindeer. They sometimes call it a stag head, but I don't know if that's showing up very well.
I feel like if you put it on the back of this, maybe it'll show up really well because it's, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing? And I honestly forgot that I bought them, and Lori found them in the bin or the two boxes that we just got in from China. And she said, oh my gosh, you've got to make something. And so she had an idea, and I just kind of expanded on that idea a little bit, and we came up with the cutest pair of earrings.
Go a little closer so they can see the details. There's a lot of details on this.
Yeah, these are really nice. So
see the fur.
I mean, it's not a two-sided one, but yeah, you can actually see the fur on it. They're very well done. And if you were super talented, you could put like little crystals in the eyes, and I actually saw a pair of these painted. They painted it with green patina paint. So, you can make anything your own. But hey, Jeannie. Okay, so I'm going to be using a 22 gauge wire in vintage bronze. I'm also going to be using a 26 gauge vintage bronze wire. I'm trying to get my mouth to work today. And we have our little reindeer. And I'll give you all the codes for the rest of these things later. And then we've got another one of these 15 by 10 red teardrops. I've got some 8/0 seed beads. I've got some little baby 4mm crystal spacers, the little rhinestone spacers, and these are an AB. I have one of the AB head pins, and I have one of the little just a little tiny 3mm faceted tear cast metal bead that I use all the time. And again, I'll give you all the codes for this.
Is this tear cast?
No, that's not tear cast. And then I'm going to be using a tear cast ear wire and the same basic 4 tools again. Okay, now, how did I make these suckers? All right, so I took about 12 inches of wire. Again, we're with the 12 inches of wire. Now, if you're making these at home, you can, of course, you can use whatever you want. Now, I don't really know what I'm doing. I just made this up. I don't know if this is actually ladder stitch. I don't know what this is. I was just playing yesterday. So if my technique is not great, then I'm sorry, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I just did this and I thought, oh, it turned out. So the first thing I did was I put 2 seed beads on and sort of took them down to about the middle. Hey, Kelly. All right, so I've got 2 seed beads. I'm going to take the right-hand part of my wire, and I'm going to go to the last one here and run that through. Now I'm going to hang on to that as I pull that through because I don't want this to all end up on one side. I want it to sort of stay in the middle. So you can see there that it's just about in the middle. And I'm going to pull them both at the same time. And so I think this is like a ladder stitch kind of thing, but I'm not a seed beater, so there you go. So we've got that on, and now I'm going to put 2 more on and run those down. And then I'm going to take the end of that one, and I hope this is what I did, because again, I don't remember what I did. I was just playing around. Now I think if I remember correctly, I pulled this down towards here and kind of scooshed that up and held on to it. Scoosh being a very technical term. Yeah, that works. And then you're going to kind of pull it down because I want it to ladder. Now, I tried weaving the wires through, but there wasn't enough room with the wire inside there. So we're just going to kind of pull that as best we can. And then I'm going to take another one and another one, pop those on. So all I'm doing is bringing that down and going through the first one here and holding on to that so that it doesn't go up the wire there. I need it to be down close there. And then give a little pull, and it just kind of naturally ladders there. And then now I'm going to go and do one on the other side just because I've got more wire on this side. Is that making sense to everybody, how I'm doing that? So just running those down, going to the first one there, and there we go. And just making sure that that's close. So now what that has done, I know it's hard to see because I've got fingers on the way, but it's created like a little stack of beads there. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's clear
Okay.
right there.
All right. Sorry, my throat is so dry. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm not drinking any Diet Pepsi or something. I haven't had any in 5 days. That's weird for me. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is take Mr. Deer. And this is like the bottom of the Santa hat. That's what this is. So I'm going to just line this up, just sort of around. No, I guess I had it up here. Yeah, that's where it is, up here. So it's kind of covering this hole here. And now I'm going to just take the wire on the right and I'm going to wrap it around. So just wrap, there's no hard and fast rules on this one. We just want it to be nice and neat. And I'm pulling fairly tightly because I want those wires to be nice and neat. And I want that on there nice and tight. And then I'm going to come over to the right. And how did I do that one? I just did it around this. I didn't go around the whole thing there. I just went around that one. And the wire wraps around, blends in really nicely. So you don't really see it too much. There we go. Okay. So just get it so that you're happy with it and make it look kind of, cute. And then we're going to just pull it tight. So I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to pull it really snug and then I'm going to cut it off. And then I'm going to take the end of my pliers and I'm just going to burnish that down so that the wire isn't sticking up. So again, just pull it tight and then it won't come out on you. Give that a little trim. Do we have any questions or anything?
Nope. Kelly was saying that she's always wondered how to get a ladder type stitch using wire, but she can only get 2 passes through.
Yeah, so that's the way I ended up having to do it. Kelly was just, I had to have that sort of free floating on the bottom. I did try to bring that other strand down through here so it was more of a whole unit, but it wouldn't work with, this is the finest gauge I carry and I couldn't get it through I could get it through 2 passes, but I needed another pass to get back up to where I needed it. So it wouldn't work. I couldn't get the third one through. So there's the little bottom of the Santa's hat. Isn't that looking cute so far?
You could even do that with like colored seed beads and make it like a floral crown almost.
Yeah, you could
like
do anything. Too. All this stuff is like just kind of very forgiving and you can kind of do whatever. All right, so 20. Oh, I've got 24 here. I guess I used 22 gauge wire. I wrote down 24, but I think I used 22. So now there's not really a science to doing this. What I'm going to do is just make this so that it's really secure. So I'm going to sort of bring this back on itself. So I kind of bend it up and I'm just going to take my scissors. These aren't scissors.
You need a nap.
I say to my well, I've only slept 4 hours, so I'm tired. I say to my husband every day, I think I've had a stroke because I don't remember or I can't talk. It's terrible. Anyway, I'll do the best I can here. So what I'm trying to do is bring this back through, but of course I'm all thumbs today trying to show you, but I'm basically just trying to get that back inside. There we go. And it doesn't look like I know what I'm doing because I'm just kind of making a mess of it, but that's the whole benefit of this one is it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to grab the end there and just pull it up. There we go. That's exactly what we want. I'm trying to affix this to this little loop. So I'm just going to wrap this one around a couple times And it's just not like, I'm used to doing things very sort of structured and, wrapped loops and all that stuff. So when I have to do something that's a little more free form, where it's kind of just, doing its own thing, I'm not always the best at that, because I'm the kind of person that measures everything when it comes to baking a cake, like I'm not, somebody that experiments like that too much. So
Your son hates when I measure.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He always says, that's not how you cook.
Well, my son also went to culinary school, so not that he's ever cooked me a meal before, but he's never. He cooked for me once.
He doesn't cook for me often either.
No.
Well, I shouldn't say that. He does.
All right, so there we go. I'm just going through a couple times. I want to make sure that this is nice and secure, and I want it to look nice on the back, so that when you can see that, when you look at the back there, it looks nice and neat. I'm not just being all hodgepodgery about it and making it look ugly. I want to take my time. So I'm just trying to get that to, sort of stay down. And then I just want to burnish that so that it doesn't go anywhere. Now with this big long one, I'm going to bring it through one more time. And that's only because I want this to be very sort of tight and secure. So I just poke it through there. Make sure it's not going through the end of that. Is it going through the end of that guy there? Can you see with your eyes? That's not going through that other wire, is it? I don't think so.
No.
Okay, it's just hard for me to see with my new eyes that I don't have any longer.
Hi, Teresa. She finally caught us live.
Hey, Teresa. All right, so then I'm pulling that really tight. So now you can see that we have it's basically like a head pin. So I just I'm sure you have no idea what I did, but all I was doing was just wrapping this around and making it nice and secure. And then I want to kind of keep the long one in the center. Okay. So super simple. It doesn't have to be any particular way. And then I am going to put on his little Santa hat, and then his little crown, because every little Santa hat needs a crown. And then I'm putting on one of these little faceted beads, because the way that these little rhinestone spacers are is they have a divot down inside there, and it makes it really hard to do a nice wrap without that. So I want to make sure that I have a way to kind of, wrap against that. Okay, so I want to seat that down nice and tight, and I'm going to come in with my chain nose pliers and push down, because I don't want there to be a gap of any kind. And I'm going to bend away, and I'm going to then take my round nose pliers and go up and over and straight down and rotate, and then pull that off to the back. And I have way too much wire there, but that doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to wrap around a couple times. And I think on this one, I went down a couple times, and then I went back up. And then I'm going to trim that off. And you always want to use the flush cutters, or flush side of your flush cutters, so that you end up with a nice look. And then, how did I attach that other little guy? I just have to look to see what I did. All right, so now we're going to take our head pin, and then we're going to put one little seed bead on there. And then I'm just going to take the end of my chain nose. Now my chain nose have a really fine little point on them. If yours don't, then use the end of your round nose pliers, because we just want something really narrow. We don't want anything that's got too much of a what am I trying to say? You don't want to have too much wire down there, like a big head on it.
Is that 22 gauge? Kelly was wondering.
What is the?
So that's 22 gauge, right?
The last wire that I did? Yeah. So I'll go through it all at the end, just to make sure that you know what gauges I used on everything. So this is like a little pom-pom. So I'm just attaching that at the top there. And then I just want to wrap that around a couple times just to get that on. I just think these are the cutest dang things, boy, I tell you. There's not many things I make that make me go, oh my gosh, I love it. And I was giddy when I made these yesterday. And
you can even glue on something to make them a brooch too, though.
Yeah, you could make this could be anything.
Whatever.
I mean, it's just I saw earrings. Okay, so then, because we're making earrings for us today, I've got one that has a pom-pom off to the right, and this one's going to be a mirrored image. So I'm going to put that pom-pom off to the left. Open up my ear wire. So you just go across, open that up, slip that. Oh, he needs to go over that way. Go that way there. And do that up nice and tight. And then let me get rid of some of this stuff, and then I will tell you what I used.
Yeah, she is wondering about the long wire with the hat.
Yes, that was 22 gauge. But now look at these little guys. Okay. They look terrible when they lay down, right? They just don't, because you can't see the little pom-pom, but I love them. I literally think these are the cutest things I have ever seen. I'm trying to make them look cute on there, but look at those. Aren't they cute? I just think they're so adorable. Yeah, I just thought they were fun, something different. I've never seen anything like that. So thanks, Lori, for helping create something. So now you can see that these look a little different. So if you want to make them identical, you can spread this out a little bit. I was, because I made it yesterday, so everything's going to be a little bit different. But, or I can push these all in together. It's forgiving because it's wire. So there we go. There's our little reindeer with our little Santa hat on there. And I just thought they were so much fun. So these are not a kit, but we do have all the parts available if you would like to make your own. Oh, sorry, we have an emergency thing that's going off. That's on our phones. That's on your phone.
No, it's not on my phone.
No? Oh, well, it wasn't on mine. I don't know. It was on somebody's phone.
Ours are on airplane mode.
Oh,
It's on the board.
it's on the, there must be an emergency. We have this emergency broadcasting thing here, and it just came out. So hopefully nothing bad is happening, but whatever. Okay. So if you want to make your own, we have the little reindeer available, and you would just go to the website and type in the code BBB434, and you're going to get 2 of the reindeers for $1.50. And we also have, we put these in bags of 2 because, not everybody wants to buy a great big huge bag full of these beads. So we have these available for 60 cents for 2 of them. And that is BBB435. And that's the 15 by 10 red teardrops. So you need those. I also used some 8-9402 opaque white 8-aught Miyuki seed beads. So those are just the little white ones. And I used for the little rhinestone spacers. This is ABB 914. And sorry if that's going off on my phone. I apologize. I do have it on. Oh gosh, everything's going off now. Yeah, sorry. Literally every phone's going off in here. It's crazy. Even though we were all muted, it's still going off. So I do apologize for that. No, I don't think maybe it's a test. I don't know if it is, Amanda, but it's so annoying. Oh, it's just an alert test? Well, that was nice of them to do that in the middle of my video. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Like, we have this program here called Alertable, and I don't know if it's all of Canada, but we have it in BC. And last year when we had those horrible rainstorms, people were, losing their entire homes, and it was really, really bad. So they had these alertables going out all the time, which is, they're scary, but it's also a really good thing. So
it was a year ago yesterday.
Yeah, it's crazy. A year goes by fast. Okay. So if you're going to use the little crystal spacers, that code is ABB914, and that's a little 4mm AB.
Teresa has a cute idea, a little red crystal on his nose.
Yeah, you could do anything with it, right? And then I used 22 gauge wire for the red part, and then to wrap the seed beads, I used 26 gauge because you want to use something really fine to get through there and to be nice and supple. And then the little spacer that I used was 93-0422-27. They're just a little 3mm spacer that I use all the time. And then the ear wires, and I don't have the code on the ear wires, but you'd see the kind that I used, or you could use any kind. But there you go. I just think they're so fun. You guys like those?
Everyone loves them.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I really appreciate you guys, sitting through all of this, because I think we've been here for an hour now today. So what color is my wire? It is vintage bronze. So we do carry both of these. If you're looking for them and you don't have them, we do carry both of those, the 26 and the 22, and our teardrops and our reindeer heads. All right. And I think I have probably enough for like 25 of these, I think. And I've got about 50 of these. I've got lots of packs. I just don't have as many of the red. So, all right. You want to put us back to?
Yeah, I dropped an earwire.
Oh, you dropped an earwire?
I see it. It's
okay.
We'll put it back there.
All right. We're just going to switch back to the other screen. If she can get that to work.
There we go.
Oh, goodness. All the technology. Whew. I did it. I was super nervous about making those because I'm not like very good at just kind of winging things. You know, I'm more of a structured person and I like to know exactly how things are going to go. But that actually went pretty good. I think these are so, look how cute. We were walking around in the store yet, you know, with them.
Someone was asking what they look like reference size.
So cute. So there's my hand. You can see how big they are in my hand. They're not super big. That's like,
Let's see if I can pierce my ears.
oh, goodness. So from top to bottom, they're about,
No, I can't.
just yeah, don't do that. We don't need blood on. They're just under 2 inches. So they are a little bit longer, but they're so cute. I just love them.
Yeah.
Thought they were kind of fun. So, you know, that would make an absolutely adorable gift to give somebody. I mean, nobody would ever have them out there anywhere.
Little Christmas trees.
Yeah, there's little trees. I thought they were fun too. So there you go. There's some fun things for you today and lots of new sparkly goodness. And that's about it. So we've got, I had a list of things I was going to talk to you about, but it's over on my desk, you know, because that's how things go. We have another big shipment coming in on Monday, and I'm hoping that we will have some of that processed by Wednesday. All of our semi-precious is coming back in because you guys just obliterated it last time. So get ready for that because I know that you're going to love some of the things we're bringing in. And lots of good stuff. So keep watching the website because there's lots of new things that I'm going to be posting over the next few days. And again, we're taking lots of new pictures and we are lowering prices like crazy. I know we're one of the few companies that is doing that. Most people are raising theirs and I'm lowering mine because I'm just trying to be nice. And please be patient. If you are ordering, shipping is going to start getting crazy soon because we're heading into the busy time of year. And once it leaves my hands, I have zero control about where it is or when it's going to get to you. I do my best and try to get it out as soon as I can, which is usually within a day or two. But once it hits the post office, I don't know what's going to happen. But touch wood, we never have any problems. Everything always gets there, sometimes just on the back end of a backwards walking donkey. So sometimes, especially in Canada, things can take a long time to get.
Never heard that before.
No? Well, I always say Canada Post is like, you know, strapping something on a backwards walking donkey because it's bad. It's really bad. Canada Post charges a fortune, an absolute fortune. Somebody commented to me yesterday about my shipping costs. And I said, but it's not me that's charging you. It's Canada Post. Their shipping charges are absolutely ludicrous. I don't understand how something can cost $10 to ship from my house to 10 minutes down the road. But that's what it costs. And there's no cheaper way of doing it. So I can't absorb that cost on every order. It just is not possible. So I do my best. I really do try. But anyway, yeah, dog team, Donna, right?
Janet, she did make trees. You can watch the video again.
Yeah. So once this is posted, you'll be able to go back and watch it. So everybody, please make sure if you enjoyed this video to leave us lots of comments and like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page, please make sure that you do so. It really does help me stay in business. It's, it has really helped my business through this really tough time. Small businesses are really, really struggling right now. We're all collectively holding our breath, hoping for the best, as I know everybody else is out there. It's a peculiar time in life, that's for sure. So we're all trying hard to, make it through each day. So thank you for spending some of your time with us today. And we appreciate all the orders when they come in, and we will do our very best to get them out to you lickety split.
And I'll work on not saying these ones.
These ones.
And the video with that.
Have I had to raise my shipping? No, I did some time ago, but I haven't raised. I absorb a bit of the shipping cost on each and every order. There is not an order that goes out that I'm not absorbing some of the cost, but I have to kind of mitigate that a little bit because I need to stay in business. So I try to find that little bit of a balance. So I don't overcharge. My orders to the US are $7.99, and the cheapest I can get an order to the United States now is $7.69. So I don't overcharge. Mine are just what it costs to ship, and most packages to the US now are about $8.13. So, you know, it's only a little bit that I'm putting out, but each and every order, especially the Canadian ones. I mean, I had one yesterday going back east to that was to $23.64 on a $16 order. Well, it doesn't even, I can't even do the math on that. It was nuts. So, you know, it is what it is, but all right. Well, thank you, Susan. I appreciate the nice comment there. Thanks, Belinda. I do try to be a good teacher. Sometimes when I'm live, it's not as easy as, you know, when I'm doing them recorded. That's for sure. Yes, Donna, if they had a flat rate little box, I would be a happy person, because sometimes it'd be nice. Like if you order something thick, I can't get it into our little flat mailing boxes that we can use for like $2. We have these nice little slot boxes that we use that are fabulous. If you're in Canada and you do any mailing, get hold of slot boxes because they're just little. But, you know, if somebody orders something like this, I can't get it in there. So and then it pops up to some ridiculous amount of money that, you know, I can't absorb. So anyway, so you can say them, these, those ones.
Them, these, those ones. Them, these, those ones. It's a tongue twister.
That can be your little thing that you say. And everybody's going to go, who's that person that she has working for her? All right, everybody, I'm going to let you go. So thanks again for joining us. And I will hopefully have a video out on Monday. But if not, because who knows, we will see you on Wednesday for sure next week. All right. So go off and make some fabulous jewelry, and we will see you soon. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.